Okay guys, I'm going to set up a scalp on cable and take you through it. So warm welcome, one and all. I'm just having a quick coffee and trying to do something for the guys in the squad, so give me a second. Oh, we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, and he definitely does. But he likes the charts as well. So let me flick this over and I'll kind of explain what it is I'm about to look at. So I've dropped this into the Discord already for the guys to have a look at, which is here. That is there. He's been watching this the last 30 minutes. No problem at all, kid. Anytime, Dan. And that is there. Okay. So just put that over to one side. What it's telling me is in the course of this hour, the 11 o'clock candle, it's currently just after half past 11 at the moment. It's basically telling me to sell it, but scalp it. Be really careful with the scalp. Okay. It's a C trade, so by definition, it's risky. And it's telling me to keep my TP relatively low. Now it's based on an ATR and the scalp is 3 pips. So I'm only going to get about 15 quid out of this. It's not going to be lighting the world on fire. All right. So let me just take these off for a second because I'm going to put them back in. Now it was also telling me to wait. So what I'm doing while I'm waiting is I'm just having a look to see what's going on. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some entry exits on an hour chart on this one. Okay, you can use a 15 if you want, but this will do. So that is there. Right. So what weight have I got? Well, there's the pivot. And it's sitting underneath the pivot, pushing down. Right. So that gives me an idea of what this can do. There's a target point. There's another target point. And if it pulls back on itself, it can go up to there. And then I've got it against this here at 23, which happens to line in with that level. Right, job's done. So I've got an hourly chart set up. If I looked at this from a +1 perspective, it is genuinely moving down. The market's moved up a little bit, but now it's aggressively selling off. Okay. Now I know 3 pips it doesn't sound a lot, but that's the minimum. That's the minimum criteria. So now we can see the move, we can see the collapse, and it's coming down. All right, it's struggling a little bit here, but we've already established that it's at a pivot point and it's underneath. So that means the sellers are more in control. So all I need to do is sort of go, right, okay, is this ready to go to market? Well, I can't press the button right now because no, it's not. Why? It's telling me to wait. I have to be a little bit careful and a little bit box clever about what I'm doing. So what I would do in this scenario is this. Just give us a second. I'll think, right, okay, I can see it's pushing back into these. How do I get into this for 3 pips? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the last 5 candles, which is a rolling 15 minutes and a candle either side of it, which will inevitably make a fractal. Okay, that's what the 5 candle count does. And I can see there's a V point here. So really, I want it to enter here initially and then follow the candles up till it rolls over. So we'll do that now. So I'll just put an order in underneath. Doesn't have to be for much. And we're just going to set it at a basic target of 5 pips. Now this is one of those days where the markets are a bit flat. There's not a lot really going on. So you take what it can give you. Now I've already been in it and I've been collectively working my way through it this morning. It's not brilliant charts to work with. But I'm not really bothered. It's December and December's a horrible time to trade. So I'm going to leave that there, let that push through and then get to, so that's maybe about 7.5 pips to bounce onto this level, but we'll see. So what we'll do is we'll play it out and then I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay guys, that's it done. Cleared out, got no more tickets running, and it's ran straight down into that level, giving me what I require. Now, with most things, it could run on. Now, if I'm trading this later on this afternoon, I could say, right, okay, I've got this trade, it can run further down. But really, what's happened with it? Look where it stopped. Bang on that level. Look where it came from, that level. When it pushed away, stopped dead on that level. So these levels show high compression points. And those compression points you can use to get in and out of your trades. And it makes, well, how do I put this simply? You know, it makes your trading so much easier. Why? Well, it's because you've got a framework you can work to. Not relying on indicators too much. I do use a basket of indicators, and that's kind of what pulls into that sheet, and it scores it out, and it just puts the odds in my favor. And the odds are always in my favor because I wait. I never gamble. And then each movement, which is the position size, I then capitalize on. And that's why I don't talk about RRs, because personally that's just a load of crap. I talk about return on investment. I'm investing my time, I'm investing a position size, etc., etc. And then I just trade it the way I see it. Simple as that. So again, just backing up something that I was speaking with the guys in the squad about this morning, and it's always just following the process, hour to hour, level to level, position, and then just build on it. So there you go. If you're stuck, just visit thescruffytrader.com. You'll find all my contact details there. And as always, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.